Transformative education happens not just in classrooms, laboratories, and libraries.
Throughout the university's history, our gymnasiums and playing fields have been the sites of wins and losses, but also of lifelong friendships formed and lifetime lessons learned.
If I could send a message to the donors, I'd thank them for everything, because I do everything that I do on this court because of them. I'm able to use these facilities to the best of my ability, and I'm able to do well in sports and academics because of them.
Elmhurst University for tonight's NCAA Women's Basketball Contest. Tonight's game features the visiting Manchester University Spartans facing off against your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Before we begin tonight's game, we ask that you please stand if you are willing and able and face the flag next to the scoreboard for playing our national anthem. First for the visiting Spartans. Starting off, a 5'8" junior guard from Portland, Indiana, number 2, Kayla Diggs. Next up, a 5'5" freshman guard from Valparaiso, Indiana, number 11, Claire Clinton. A 5'7" senior guard from Huntington, Indiana, number 23, Haley Klein. A 5'10" sophomore center from Largo, Indiana, number 31, Hannah Holmes. And lastly, a 5'9" senior forward from Pendleton, Indiana, number 32, Abigail Rosencrantz. The Spartans are led by head coach Josh Dessert. Next up, a 6-foot freshman forward for Portage, Indiana, number 5, Natalie Robinson. Next up, a 5'7" junior guard from Valparaiso, Indiana, number 10, Kristen Bukata. A 5'6" junior guard from Eureka, Missouri, number 11, Natalie Hardy. And lastly, a 5'11" senior guard, number 24, Anna Blazinski. The Blue Jays are led by assistant coaches Brian Marshall, Drew Nick, and Morgan Trey. And the head coach of the Blue Jays in his second season is Cameron Tucker.
Good evening and welcome inside R.A. Fagnall Hall for this non-conference tilt between the visitors from North Manchester, Indiana, the Manchester Spartans, and your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. I'm Bill Downing, joined by John Lissy, Gabe Martin to my right on Suncom.tv. You're watching us via the CCIW network. Manchester coming in 3-1. John, the Blue Jays 2-1, and a consistent group of girls that, I mean, these ladies have really stepped up their game, and we'll be talking a lot about them here tonight. Lures. Here's Hardy. Bounces into Klaczynski in the paint. Double team. Turnaround shot. First shot up, no good. Here's Manchester. I think we'll be hearing a lot about Abigail Rosencrantz. And then here's a 3 attempt from the near corner, Claire Klinger. That one's no good. Strong board down inside Hannah Holmes, and she's going to be guilty to 3 seconds.
Yeah, already a 3-second violation. I definitely agree with what you're saying. Rosencrantz, you're definitely going to have to watch out for her 19-point average and 4 3-pointers on the season. So from even behind the arc, you're going to be having to watch.
Blue Jays, Maya Lures, Natalie Robinson, Kristen Bukata, Natalie Hardy, Anna Klaczynski, your starters. Blue Jays in white. We have no score. About a minute gone here in the first. There's Bukata, who had a huge game against Kalamazoo College. We'll get to that. Here's Lures. She's going to cruise into the paint. Nice floater. Count it.
Good way to start it off. 2-0 run here for the Blue Jays.
Kristen Bukata, she had 19 points, 14 boards, 6 assists, and 3 steals and 2 blocks. She was busy on another double-double for Bukata. Holmes, nowhere to go. Klaczynski putting up that wall. Not a chance to move into that paint. 10 on the shot clock. Cruising in, right of the block. That one too strong by Klinger. Klaczynski with the board. Here comes Anna Klaczynski. Oh, nice turnaround. Robinson, count it.
Yeah, Robinson once again. Now the Blue Jays on a 4-0 run. And if you're the Blue Jays, you definitely got to think about last game the Spartans played. They went 4 for 16 on 3-pointers.
And she's only a freshman, too, out of Portage, Indiana. Anna Klaczynski, St. John, Indiana. There's our first foul of the contest, and that comes at 8:04 left here in the first. 4-0 Blue Jays. I like to see him get that outside game going, especially if you can get Natalie Hardy going on the outside, and it opens up Klaczynski and it opens up Bukata in the paint. And then you go ahead and you throw Lures in there. I mean, she handles that basketball better than anybody. She is one of those that once she gets into the paint, you're going to have to double team her, and she realizes that, and then she kicks the ball out.
Yeah, you definitely got to be aware. And now making those 2 3 throws, her average is going to go up to 875.
Kayla Gibbs makes it a 2-point game. Here's Christian Bukata. Father in attendance, gives it up to Klaczynski. Now Bukata, top of the key, finds Lures on the far wing, right in front of the Manchester bench. There's Hardy, Bukata. There's Klaczynski for a long 3. That one hits the back of the iron, no good. Strong board that time by Klein. Here comes the Spartans. Good anticipation there by Klaczynski to stop the push up the court.
Yeah, and once again, another good drive, another good defense. Let's see what they do here.
Spartans move it near side. Here's Gibbs, who has the only 2 points via free throws for the Spartans. They're going to try to drop that down low. Hardy, quick hands. Here's Bukata. Blue Jays in transition. Kicks it out, Klaczynski. Near side. Lures for a long three. That one hits the back of the iron. Good boxing out by the Spartans that time, and they are in transition. They like to move quick. Nice spin move in the paint on Klaczynski, and that one's good by Abigail Rosenkrantz.
Yeah, Rosenkrantz, you definitely got to watch out for her, especially in the perimeter and even sometimes the paint. That will make her average over 20 points on the season.
Both teams 0 from downtown so far. Bukata, nice behind the back. Spin move into the paint, kicks it out. That's Lures. She's going to drive. Nobody on her. I like that fast dribble drive that she had and just blew right behind the defense, and nobody on her and cruised to the basket.
Yeah, Lures with great speed, and it's really hard to catch her.
Here's Gibbs trapped in the corner by the speedy Lures. You can see the focus in the eyes today. Here's Hardy. Good defense. Nothing you can do right there. Klinger with the basket. 6-6 is our score. Here's Christian Bukata. Nice pass into Robinson. They knew that she was going to have the basketball sooner or later, and every time she comes in that lane, she's going to kick it out right there. If you got Robinson wide open, and that's the unselfish play that you see by Christian Bukata. Wild shot up, no good. Rebounded by Holmes, and she's going to be fouled.
Oh, yeah, and going back to what you said, Bukata with the unselfish play, I mean, outstanding awareness.
Yeah, I mean, she literally could have drove to the basket, but then she also realized that the defender was in that circle you see down low, and if she stood her ground, that could have been a charge too. So it was a smart play. She had Robinson just to the left of the lane. You might as well pass it off. I mean, that's another assist that goes down in the books that when you look back and you say, man, she should have taken that shot. No, she did. She did exactly what she did. That's that leadership and the court vision right there by Christian Bukata.
Yeah, and that basketball IQ really comes into play, especially in those certain scenarios.
Here's Klaczynski. Now Bukata over the timeline, between the circles, now on the far wing. Screen set by Robinson. Oh, Bukata, she's going to try a three. Why not? That one off the back of the iron. 0 for 3 now are the Blue Jays from beyond the arc. And cruising in left of the lane, and she's going to be fouled. That's Haley Klein. Well, that was a great interior pass to get to Klein, and Klein took one right off the shoulder, and she'll go to the line again. And for Klein, she's 0 for 1 from the field so far. Her first chance to get some points on the board. Checking in, Jayla White. Hardy will take a breather. Here's the first one. That's no good. 5:20 left here in the first. 8-8 is your score. Non-conference. Right before Gobble Gobble Day, Thanksgiving. Hopefully you and yours are going to have a great one. And for those working, we thank you for the sacrifices. Being in the military, never had a holiday off. And in law enforcement, it's 24/7. So you do what you do. You pick the field that you want to work, and there it is. Lures. Bukata. And that's going to be a turnover. Lures turned her back, and Bukata had to pass it. Otherwise, that would have been over and back.
Yeah, just a really tough situation. Nothing you really can do in that point, but great awareness there by the Spartans. And now let's see what they do with this possession here.
Well, the first lead now for the Spartans by 1. Rosenkrantz, she'll kick it out in the corner. This is Gibbs. She's going to drive to the wing. That one looked like it may have hit the knee of either Klaczynski or Bukata. White gives it up to Bukata, drops it down. Klaczynski. They try to get it down to Klaczynski, but Maddie Smith tipped that one out of harm's way. Well, there's our media timeout. I guess we are the media. So we will keep it right here Maya Lures with 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field. Again, the Blue Jays and the Spartans right now, 0 for 4 combined from downtown. Neither team really shooting well. 4 of 8 for the Blue Jays, 2 of 5 for the Spartans from North Manchester, Indiana. They are part of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and as obviously you know, we are the CCIW. So what are your takeaways so far here at the beginning of this contest there, John?
I mean, overall, it's a very good, tight game, but if you're the Blue Jays, you got to understand that last game, this Spartans team went 4 for 16 downtown. You know they're most likely not going to make some of these deep threes, so you should just try to drive them outside and just keep doing what you're doing, but overall, the Blue Jays are playing an outstanding game.
Well, the Blue Jays controlled the glass last time against the Hornets of Kalamazoo, 47-41 as far as rebounds. Anna Klaczynski with 12 points, 5 boards. Robinson chipped in with 5. I mean, it was a well-rounded contest for the Blue Jays when they won 59-39. The defense just was smothering. They just nowhere for Kalamazoo to go. And they held Kalamazoo under 40 points for the 3rd or 4th time this year already in the early part of the season. So let's see what their defense can do, if they can step up here and slow down this Spartan offense who's up by 1. They'll drop that one down low to Smith, and she's going to be fouled, and, well, no, it's going to be an offensive foul. So what she did is she wrapped, on the replay you can see she wrapped her arm around Bukata to kind of hold her back so she couldn't. It's like a hold in football.
Possible reach in there.
Yeah, let's see what Christian Bukata does now. Down by 1, 4:16 left here in the first. Bukata at the elbow. She'll drop it off to Lures here on the near wing. She's going to drive right at a block, trying to find Robinson, and that one's going to go off the hands of Sam Redinger.
Yeah, and even though that one went out of play, Lures with a little stutter step agility there, dishing out a really good pass, just unable to connect on that one.
Yeah, and to me it looked like she could have gone up and kissed that one off the glass, but that was a smart play. This one stripped. Here come the Spartans. That one up too strong by Rosenkrantz. And then that one stripped from behind. Couple turnovers back to back. Long 3 this time, and good for Kinsey Atkins. And now it's a 4-point lead, the largest lead of the night by either team.
Yeah, big 3 for the Spartans and first 3 of the night for them.
Well, sloppy play both ways, and then Atkins was able to drain an unabated 3. Now the Blue Jays looking to respond. They don't want to get too far behind. 8 on the shot clock. Klaczynski trapped here in the corner. Here's Robinson driving in the paint. Too strong. That one off the glass. One and done. And another board for Rosenkrantz. Quick outlet. That's Ryder. Back to Rosenkrantz, top of the key. Ryder here on the near wing. She's going to dribble up. She picked up Robinson defensively. Atkins again. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Ryder. She's trapped, and they are in trouble. 4 seconds. Here's Rosenkrantz. Shot up. Does hit the rim, so that's not a shot clock violation. Here's Bukata in transition. She had Lures wide open a little earlier and couldn't get it to her in time. That one's stolen by Ryder, and here come the Spartans again. Rosenkrantz tried to find Smith, and that one turned over, and that's going to be the 5th turnover for the Spartans, each team with 5.
Yeah, Rosenkrantz just threw that one a little too far back, but going back to last possession, I mean, that Blue Jays defense was outstanding. They could not get past them at all.
No, and that's how they have to play to slow this team down. Neither team scoring drought right now, just for Elmhurst, approaching 4 minutes already. They need something, and there's another turnover by Lures.
Yeah, and this Spartan team on a 6-0 run in the past 3 minutes and 15 seconds, so they've been on a dominant stretch as of late.
Blue Jays 6 turnovers in the last 3:44. They have got to slow that pace down. Long 3 that time by Rosenkrantz. That one's no good. Ella Conyers hit some big threes against Kalamazoo last time out. And it looks like DeLippi's going to check in. Elza DeLippi out of Westmont. Westmont Sentinels. That one knocked out. Conyers will have it with 25 on the shot clock, $1:51 on the game clock here in the first. 12-8, Manchester. Kozinski. Just seems like there's just a lot of bodies on one side of that court. Conyers going to try a step back three. That one too strong. That one didn't fall. And boy, Redinger almost traveled right there. Kicks it out. Atkins not afraid to shoot the 10. Or the 3, excuse me. And number 10, Redinger, throws that one up. And then a second chance opportunity by Holmes, and count it.
And yeah, this Spartans team is absolutely outstanding in terms of offensive rebound. Really gives them moments to capitalize, just like that one.
Well, they don't need to hit the threes. And nice play, DeLippi to Kozinski. Nicely done. That's her first points of the night.
What a play and an even better finish.
Another three. That one almost fell again for Atkins. Kozinski. Let's see if they can turn this into points right here and close the gap with 55 seconds left in the first. Conyers, now Bukata, Kozinski. All the way out to DeLippi. Tried to drop that one down to Robinson. And the quick hands again by Hannah Holmes. Another turnover. Boy, there's a lot of turnovers. 12 between the two teams already. 32 on the shot clock, 19 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. They got 14 seconds. They're going to try another three. That one didn't hit anything by Redinger. Follow up, that one didn't fall. Redinger again will get the rebound. Spin move, Rosencrantz. Wow. Shot clock off. Blue Jays looking for a final shot, down by 6 here in the first. Bukata, they got to get something going. Here's Kozinski. She's going to drive. Oh, nice, but I don't think she anticipated that stutter step, and that one's not going to fall. So at the end of one, John, Elmhurst has some work to do, down by 6, but you look at 0 for 4 from downtown. They haven't shot any free throws yet. They're 5 of 12 from the field, shooting 42%. 12 to 5, they're being out-rebounded. Unlike the Kalamazoo game where we out-rebounded the Hornets, the Spartans out-rebounding us 12 to 5 in total rebounds. Offensively, they're 5-0. We got to control the boards better.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, this Elmhurst team started off pretty solid, but as of late, they've been on a little cold streak, mainly because this Spartans team is just getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound, and even if you get only half of those opportunities, most of the time you cash in and get points. So this Elmhurst team really either needs to get their own offensive rebounds or just really contain the defense in this second quarter.
Hannah Holmes leading in points with 4. Maya Lures also with 4. Largest run for the Blue Jays was a 4-0 run. Largest lead is 6. And you see it right now on the scoreboard as we get ready for the second here. And boy, the Blue Jays, it's almost like they're playing too cautious. Just play the game like they did against Kalamazoo, and the plays will develop. I mean, you've got Kozinski and Bukata. Every time they touch the ball, they're double teamed. That means someone's open. Find that person. Don't wait until you get in the paint to find that person. Look down the court and say, okay, I'm going to draw the double team. They're going to be open. Here's Rosencrantz. That one off the backboard, no good. Kozinski with the board. Bukata back to Kozinski. We start the second. Lure's going to drive. Kozinski just short of the elbow. Count it.
Yeah, great way there to start for the Elmhurst Blue Jays, and wow, what a ball movement possession there.
Boy, Bukata tried to go for the steal. See, now they're becoming more aggressive, and I like that. There's another contested shot, that time by Klein. Well, they got to be careful. There's plenty of 3 seconds in that paint. Holmes with the basket. Holmes now with 8. Here's Lures. Looking for Delipi. Good perimeter passing. Here's Robinson, the freshman. On the near wing, Bukata, who she wanted to post up. Klaczynski says, hey, I'll take that shot. That one didn't work. There's no Blue Jays in for rebounds right now. They are being boxed out.
Yeah, you just got to get someone in there for a chance at an offensive rebound. That's why they're not getting as many points as of late.
Okay, it looks like after all the scrum for the basketball, and you can see Coach Cameron Tucker not happy with the pursuit. That basketball should have been the Blue Jays. That ball rolled between two Blue Jays. Now this is another chance. Wide open three. That one no good by Atkins. And Klaczynski goes off her fingers. You've got to grab those rebounds, especially, I mean, again, it's back to a 6-point lead, 18-12, but you got to grab them rebounds and turn it into offense.
Yeah, you definitely got to get some of those rebounds, at least 2 out of 5 in those kind of scenarios.
Nice reaction by Robinson. Here's Klaczynski. Blue Jays in transition, right of the lane. She's going to kick into the lane, float her up, too strong. And the board by Gibbs.
And just once again, unable to get that offensive rebound.
Yeah, that one and done. They have got to control the boards a little bit better. Nice move by Klinger. (20-12), an 8-point lead. Here's Klaczynski. Finds Robinson Bukata right in front of Manchester's bench. Drops it in. Klaczynski in the paint. Turnaround shot good.
Yeah, Klaczynski with great awareness. They're finally banking in that mid-range.
She's got 6. Owns the team lead. Here's Klein. Picked up by Bukata. Bukata, very, very quick hands. She's going to go up. Oh, that opposite hand. I mean, she uses that right arm basically as a block and then floats that left-hander up. Klein now with 3. Lead extended 22-14, 7:28 left here in the first half. Klaczynski with 6. Here's Delipi, free throw line. Spins around, now lures. Elbow, she's going to cruise in, left of the lane, floater up, no good. One and done again.
Yeah, again, the struggle here, really just these offensive rebounds.
Here's Gibbs. Yeah, you're right. They got to control the board. That one turned over and last touched by, they're going to say Holmes out of Largo, Indiana, the 5'10 sophomore.
Yeah, just uncharacteristic play there by Rosencrantz. I mean, Rosencrantz, one of the best players on this team, 19-point average, and just let's see what Elmhurst can do to capitalize here off of this possession.
Holmes leads scoring with 6 for Manchester. 6 for Klaczynski leads the way for Elmhurst, and she's on the bench to get a breather. Here's Bukata, and I don't think she ever takes a break. Here's Bukata, nice behind the back. Screen set, Robinson, top of the key. Oh, she's going to step up for a 3. Why not? And she's fouled, and she'll take 3. Christian Bukata, very solid free throw shooter for the Blue Jays. 6:46. These are big free throws, and we're not even at halftime. Bukata misses the first. Here's her second of 3. Makes the second. 22-15. Foul was on Klinger, freshman from Valpo, Indiana. Ironically, the same hometown as Christian Bukata. Bukata with the steal. Bukata, floater, count it. Christian starting to heat up. She's got 4 quick ones.
Yeah, what a play. She's on a hot streak just with that great awareness, cashing in that mid-range. Perfect streak now. Now they're on a 4-0 run.
Big swing right there. Klein. And another big board for Kayla Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs
They have
just
got
gets
to
these.
box out, John.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
got to box out.
Especially against Gibbs. Gibbs, 643 field goal percentage.
Gibbs with 2 points, all via the free throw line. And she makes the first. And she makes them both. So she's solid from the free throw line. She's got 4 points, all via the charity stripe. Here's Bukata. 6:14 left here in the first half. Hardy. Oh, okay, they're going to give that to Manchester. It was like, hey, hot potato, hot potato.
Looked like she was already out in that situation, though.
I agree. I agree.
Oof.
That's a close one. Full court press by the Blue Jays.
It did hit off her, but she was already fully out of bounds.
Here's Gibbs. She is good to the paint. Follow through again by Smith, and I tell you, the Spartans are controlling the boards, and that's where those points are coming from. Second chance points, 10-0, make it 12-0 now Manchester. That's a huge, huge stat right there. Robinson, Bukata on the far wing, kicks it over, lures. Free throw line, just in front, floater. One and done again. I'm telling you, Manchester is boxing out. There's nobody with a white jersey within 5 feet of that basket.
And these
Wow,
rebounds.
Maddie Smith, you got to take a timeout. That's what I'm sure head coach Cameron Tucker's going to talk about. We are getting killed on the boards, and now the biggest lead is up to 10, and they're killing them. I mean, look at the points right here. Total rebounds 20-6, defensively 11-6. Offensively, 9-0 on the offensive boards. Second chance points now 12-0. Bench points 7-0, and points in the paint even at 14 apiece. Those kind of stats right there, even though their field goal shooting percentage is at 40%, everything else is lining up to that 10-point lead.
Yeah, the level is just a little bit skewed, and the whole story of the game is rebounds, especially offensive rebounds. 9 offensive rebounds for the Spartans and none for the Blue Jays. Defensive rebounds, it's a little better in terms for the Blue Jays. Of course, they have 6, but compared to the Spartans, they have 11. And this past 1 minute and 5 seconds, this Spartans team has been on a run, absolutely tearing it up on a 6-0 run, just using all the momentum they have, and they're just carrying it over. And this Blue Jays team, still in it, but they could be in it much more if they really just possess these offensive rebounds.
I agree. They have got to get aggressive on these boards. I mean, you're going to pick up fouls and stuff as far as being aggressive on the boards, but you got to start making a statement right here, because Manchester, they're taking full advantage of no presence in the paint right now. Here's Bukata, full court press set up by the Spartans. Here's Hardy, Klaczynski, right at a block. Turnaround jumper, that one hits the back of the iron, no good. One and done again. Redinger brought the ball up. One and done, Gibbs, nope. Followed up by her teammate, Smith, as she cleans up the board for 6 points.
And again, Smith with the second-hand chance.
12-point lead, biggest lead, 4:28 left here until halftime. Bukata and the Blue Jays have got to batten down the hatches right here. Hardy, she wanted to post up for a 3. She'll do it from the left elbow. Count it. Natalie Hardy.
Hardy with her first points of the game, cashing in big time.
Eureka, Missouri native. So the foul is going to be on Hardy, and that's going to be her third.
That might come into play towards the later aspects of the game.
Yeah, that takes her right out of her game with 3 fouls already. She's got to be managed as far as and you can see she's frustrated. And I mean, it's just she's an aggressive player, and that's what basketball is all about. If you're not aggressive, they're going to run over you. Here's Klaczynski on the steal. Klaczynski, She'll go in, stop and drop, uses the backboard, and good. Klosinski with 8.
Klosinski with one of the best plays I've seen in terms of this whole game, a perfect steal, and then nice stutter, and then perfect lay.
Yeah, she needed that too. The Blue Jays down by 8, need to get a stop. Klosinski again, quick hands, trying to steal that one from Rosencrantz. That last name brings back a lot of memories from when I was stationed down south. Rosencrantz Avenue down in Charleston, South Carolina. Never forget that. Nice spin move in the paint. That one just prior to the shot clock going off by Gibbs. Klosinski with the board. Here's Bukata. Bukata, nice crossover, free throw line, shot up. She's going to be fouled, and that would have counted if it went. And she'll go back to the line. She has 4, and she's 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
Yeah, she's definitely someone you want to have at the free throw line, like you just mentioned, 2 for 3. But in terms of the whole season total, 846.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Solid free throw shooter. I know when I work mid-shift here, and Coach Tucker has these ladies in at 5:30 in the morning. They're sitting in here going at each other, and I'm telling you, they makes them both. I tell you, they look like a totally different team. They are ready to roll. I mean, early struggles. Well, let's see if they can fix them. Here's Holmes again, and foul. Boy, a lot of fouls. Fouls are really starting to pick up. That's number 6 for the Blue Jays. Who's that one on? The leaping is her first. 22 on the shot clock, 3:05 on the game clock, 3:05 left until halftime. Yeah, they cannot allow them to penetrate like that. That was quick hands by Robinson. But you see the quick step right there by Klinger. She just literally took that step and she just lowered the shoulder and went around the defender. You got to put the arms up and you got to move your feet.
Yeah, you never know when she's going to take off.
White with the good defense. That's Gibbs. There's a 3 from top of the key. That one no good. Strong board by Trinity Childs.
And Elmhurst on a 6-0 run in the past minute and 30 seconds, so they've been on a hot streak.
Rosencrantz missing that one. Here's Bukata. I've seen her take this team and put them right on her shoulders. And that's exactly what she's trying to do right there. And that one didn't fall. Here's Gibbs. The Spartans tries to go around Klosinski. Oh, I don't know about that. It has to be a hand check then. I don't know.
Interesting foul there.
It is. Kendall Ryder getting ready to inbound. Down to a 6-point lead for the visitors from North Manchester, Indiana. Here's Atkins. Bounces it down low to Holmes, and she's going to be fouled on the inbound pass. And man, these fouls are really starting to stack up against Elmhurst.
It's definitely something that's going to come back to haunt them later in the game when they can't play as aggressive as they want to because of the amount of fouls they have.
Hannah Holmes, 6 points. She remains perfect from the free throw line, 3 of 3. Here's her second. And misses it. Now the Spartans, 8 of 10 from the free throw line for 80%. Bukata calls out the play. 2:13 left here in the first half. Nice crossover. Bukata spin move. Kicks this one out for a 3. That one in and out by White. And this one stolen. Klosinski. Blue Jays have numbers, but she's going to slow it up. Smart play. Finds Bukata. Bukata. Here's White. And that one knocked out by Rosencrantz. 14 on the shot clock, $1:40 left until halftime.
And yeah, Rosencrantz all night has been all over this Elmhurst offense here, playing really tight defense.
Jayla White out of San Diego, California, where I went to boot camp. Was out there for about a year. Absolutely love San Diego. Here's Klosinski. 8 seconds. That one's stolen. Rosencrantz with it. Got Bukata to beat. Rosencrantz up. Count it. Boy, good transition points. She's got 6 now in the lead, 33-24. The Blue Jays now, $1:18 left. Consistency, and they've got to get in that paint and get some rebounds. Here's Klosinski. Bukata on the far wing. Picked up by Gibbs. There's Lures. Kicks it out. White, 6 seconds on the shot clock. White drives in the paint. Shot up, and they're going to call travel on Trinity Childs.
Yeah, and this last possession, just so much going on for the Blue Jays, just really couldn't quite get anything going. And
yeah, it was a hodgepodge. It was a mess right there. They had so much. You're right, ton of things going on, and they just couldn't get it together. 45 on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Here's Rosencrantz, top of the key. Gives it up to Atkins. And the foul is going to be on Manchester. A foul away from the ball. That one's going to be on Rosencrantz. That's her first. Shot clock separated by about 9 seconds, game clock to shot clock. There's Christian Bukata, the Valpo, Indiana native. Klosinski between the rings. Now she's going to try to slow it up. Lures. 14 now on the shot clock. Here's Bukata. Just in front of the free throw line. That one no good. And a strong board that time by Childs. First one in a long time. 9 seconds. Shot clock is off. 7.5 seconds. That was their first offensive rebound, and that came with 7.5 seconds left until halftime.
And it came at a big time because any points, especially in this aspect of the game, are huge. And that offensive rebound hopefully will get them some momentum going into the second half.
Blue Jays haven't scored in the last 3:07, and they need something here in the final 7.5. Drop that one in, Robinson. That's stripped. My, oh my, that looked like a lot of contact. And that will do it at halftime. 33-24 is your score. Blue Jays on a 0 for 4 the last 4 trips down. They are in a scoring drought of 3 minutes and 14 seconds. They scored 10 and 14, 16 and 17 respectively for Manchester. And you take a look at some of these stats. Turnovers, each team's going to have them 11-10 in favor of the Spartans. But then you get down in the rebounds, 25-10. That is a 15 rebound difference total. 15-9 defensively, 10-1. We just saw the first offensive board there, John, with 7.5 seconds left until halftime. Second chance points, obviously that means they're getting them off the offensive boards, 14-0. I mean, that's a lot of points to be given up that close and in the paint. 16 points in the paint, bench points 9-0. Everything leaning toward Manchester.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, still anyone's game, 33-24. Anything can happen at this point, but Manchester really just dominating, especially in terms of boards, offense and defense on both sides of the ball. And this Blue Jays team, if they can just get a few boards, they should be looking good. And they got some momentum as they finally got the first offensive board of the game. Hopefully that momentum will carry over onto the second half because it's still anyone's ball game at this point.
Well, he's John Lissy. I'm Bill Downing. Gabe Martin to my right. You're watching Elmhurst University women's basketball action live on the CCI Network, Suncom.tv, and the Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. We're at halftime. 33-24 is your score. We'll see you in a few minutes with the second half.
have a lot of family support that helps me balance school, the kids, work. A lot of people have said to me, Victoria, I don't know how you do it. It's crazy going back to school now. Why? You already have a company, you're already working. Why would you do that to yourself? I said Elmhurst is a great place to start off, even at my age, to come back to. The MBA program, the price of it is affordable. The location is very convenient. The teachers are phenomenal. I can't ask for a better school to go to. Once I graduate, it'll get back to normal and it'll be a lot easier, but it's well worth it.
Being a military-friendly school was a big part of why I selected Elmhurst.
Military benefits actually helped me completely with my education, as I wouldn't have gone back to school if it hadn't been for the military benefits.
By being able to use the GI Bill at Elmhurst, I was able to really just focus on my education and doing well in the program versus having to worry about the financial aspect of paying for school.
It was seamless and easy to process. They also are part of the Yellow Ribbon program, which helped make up the difference for the cost that the GI Bill did not.
PUMA STEM stands for the Promotion of Underrepresented Minorities in Academic STEM. It's an alliance of 7 liberal arts colleges in the Chicago area and the College of DuPage. It really helps build the foundation of skills needed. As a scientist, we work on networking, we work on presentation, we work on interacting with the community. We provide skills with how to do basic research, what kind of basic research is available. And in the process of helping these students get STEM degrees, we're not just helping them achieve their educational goals, we're also helping advance the scientific fields that they study.
I worked on testing lithium-ion batteries with the focus on electric vehicles. Being a physics major, someone like me didn't really know what you can do with a major. I didn't know that you can go out and work on something like batteries and do research there and be able to see how they work and how you can improve them.
I'm working on research for C. diff within a long-term care facility. I didn't know how math was applicable in the real world. We see it in a healthcare setting, and math is extremely important in order to help save lives.
My research specifically was studying the ecology of the common snapper turtles. I thought it was it'd be a good opportunity to kind of get out there and do some research, which is kind of what I wanted to do. And I also thought it'd just be cool.
It's not overwhelming. You have other people to guide you and help you along the way, as well as you can get a glimpse of what school later on or work that you may want to do later on.
This research paved the way for me to consider grad school.
Through PUMA STEM, I'm able to travel and show other people my research. Maybe they can then take my research and expand on it as well.
The coolest thing about PUMA STEM to me is seeing that it's not just old white guys doing research. It's women, people of color. It's cool to see we're here too.
I transferred here from College of DuPage. Transferring to Elmhurst from COD has been amazing. It's just such an easy process. Just getting the paperwork done, making sure you have all your credits. It was really important to me too, just because I'm the first in my family to go to college in the United States. So they made sure that I have everything that I need to make sure that I do succeed here. The advice I would give to fellow community college students would be to come visit the campus. There's always students here that know the life and everything that's going on around here. And also plan out your next move with the counselors. What classes you want to take at Elmhurst, or maybe if the better move is to stay and get a couple classes done and then transfer. Really, the counselors are amazing because they're your, one-stop shop to making sure you get everything done in order to succeed at Elmhurst. You come in here and it just feels really comfortable and you just feel like you're reaching a really great goal in your life.
Hi, my name is Krista Paunan. I'm the Program Director for the Doctorate of Nursing Practice here at Elmhurst University. Getting an advanced degree opens so many doors, whether that be in formal management roles, faculty, or being at the bedside leading projects to improve patient outcomes. Our DNP program is for students who are ready to become the bridge between the gap that can sometimes exist between research and practice. They will come to the table with a systems-based project that they will then work throughout their 7 semesters with us. Our program is a mixture of synchronous and asynchronous experiences. Students will work closely with your faculty and your cohort of students. These students will come from a variety of settings and bring with them different experiences. And then that will create a richer dialogue that you'll have during your synchronous time, so you can really understand the concepts, apply them, and then see how you can then use them in your project to help your system advance. Our DNP program does have clinical that's weaved throughout the program. It begins in your first semester, and you start to work with not only your preceptor, but a faculty mentor and the faculty within your course. So you're provided support from all 3 resources as you navigate your journey. Our programs were created with the busy nurse in mind. The faculty at Elmhurst take a vested interest in your success. We are here to walk alongside you as you navigate this journey. We have a variety of experiences we can bring to the classroom and provide a true richness in our discussion and application of the concepts. And we want you to be successful. We want you to walk across that stage. Anyone who's thinking, is it the right time to go back to school? They may never have the right answer for that question. The good news is it's never the wrong time to invest in yourself. It's never the wrong time to take a leap, to do something that challenges you, that will help you grow.
Welcome back. Halftime score 33-24. I'm Bill Downing, joined by John Lissy, Gabe Martin with Suncom.tv, live via the CCIW network and the Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. And I think the memo reads, rebound, 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 because 14 second chance points, you turn that around and the game is totally controlled by Elmhurst. But they're being out-rebounded, and they're just being out-physicaled in the paint right now, and they need to change it. And I think you talked to head coach Cameron Tucker. I'm pretty sure the memo read, we got to get some rebounds, ladies. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, that was for sure totally the story of the first half. And let's see how they adjust to that and really how they regroup. And it's really going to show in these first couple minutes of this second half.
Blue Jays now going right to left. Anna Klosinski will inbound. And I'm pretty sure Christian Bukata will get it. She does. Klosinski, Bukata, Lewers, Robinson, and Hardy. Hardy out there with 3 fouls. Here's Bukata. Kicks it out to Lewers. Lewers going to drive right of lane into paint. Shot up, no good. And Gibbs will get the rebound. One and done. That was the story of the first half. First offensive rebound came with 7.5 seconds left in the first half. And that right there is something, if you're going to billboard material, that's something you got to be careful about. Klosinski able to tip that one away prior to Holmes getting it, and Holmes with 7 points. And she's been very tall and very big in the paint. You got 5 seconds to get that ball in. They do. Finally get that one in to Klein. Wild shot up, no good. Klosinski with the board.
There we go. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get some momentum here off of that rebound.
Yeah, I like that crashing there by Anna. Here's Bukata. Just talked to Her parents are sitting to our left. Christian Bucata, stutter step off the front of the rim, no good. Robinson had it, and then stolen by Rosencrans. Here comes Manchester. Behind the back dribble. That one went off her foot wild, and she's out of bounds, and that should be a turnover, and it is. 12th turnover for the Spartans today.
Yeah, and things are looking great for the Blue Jays as of recent, and even though they haven't got any offensive boards so far, they've been getting very, very close.
I will admit, this start of the second half, here's Lewis cruising left of the lane, shot up no good. Robinson brings that ball down and allows others to grab it real quick, and that's Rosencrans again. And I think Robinson's going to be guilty of the foul. Yeah, Robinson had the ball in her hand, and she brought the ball down, and Rosencrans, you can't. You got to keep that ball up there with that rebound. You can't bring it down where everybody can grab it.
Yeah, because that causes so many problems, and it's just something you got to know.
There's Gibbs. She has been nothing but trouble. Only 4 points. There's a shot up and good. That time by Atkins. Here's Bucata, 35-24. Back to 11-point lead. Hardy drops it into Robinson. Nice pass. Hardy to Robinson, and that's going to be her 6th.
Yeah, what a bang-bang play, a great pass, and an even better shot.
That's a good start. If you can get Robinson going in the paint like that with nice inlet passes, she's got that one all day. Drops it down low. There's Holmes. Holmes in the paint, shot up and good over Klaczynski.
Once again, the Spartans with another bang-bang play.
Robinson again. That one too strong. Holmes with the board. But Holmes and Rosecrans and Gibbs have just been clearing the boards. That one almost rolled in for Holmes. Klaczynski with another board. Klaczynski, that's her 8th rebound with 8 points. She's just shy of another double-double. Bucata counted and one. Christian Bucata with 8, and she'll go to the line for the and one.
Yeah, what a massive play by Bucata, and let's see if she can capitalize off of these 3 throws here. Wow, what a great play.
That was spectacular play. She knew she was going to draw the contact. The contact happened. She knew she would get continuation and floated it off the glass. Nicely done, and the and one is good. Bucata now with 9. And one stat that just blows my mind, you look at her, no rebounds yet for Christian Bucata. They have read every memo, watched every video, and they are boxing her out very strong. Well, let's see if she can break through. Drops that one down low. That's Rosecrans. That's a travel. Yes, indeed, sir. That's number 13 for Manchester.
Yeah, she just held on it for a little too long. And again, Elmhurst with a great break, and let's see if they can capitalize.
Yep, they need to make that stand and turn it around, make it into points. You know, they need to start getting Manchester in some foul trouble, just like what Bucata did right there. You got to draw the contact and get to the line. Here's Hardy, finds Klaczynski between the circles. Now Bucata near wing. Bucata kicks it. There's Lewis. Nice crossover. She's left of the lane. Looking for Robinson. Klaczynski says, I got it. She's now in double digits. First player in double digits.
And Lewis with that outstanding pass to set it up. Great play.
She's got 10 points and 8 boards already. Here's a drive by Klinger, and then kicks it out for 3 for Gibbs. One and done now for Manchester. Let's go. Here's Bucata, 37-31. Spin move, turnaround, no good. Maddie Smith with the board for the Spartans. Well, I think she hurried that shot just a little too much on that one. That one no good by Klinger. Reese with the board, now Bucata. Outlet pass, here's Lewis,
Almost just out of the reach of Lewis, but that could have been a great play.
I like it. I like the pressure. I like the pass. And that's exactly what Christian Bucata is saying. Hey, we'll get it.
And the vision was for sure there, a nice aggressive play.
Without a doubt. Elmhurst outscoring Manchester 7-4 here at the start of the second. Gibbs loses it. Klaczynski. Got Hardy to her right, and she'll slow it down. Gives it to Bukata now between the circles. She's picked up by Gibbs, and I think that is a defensive mismatch, too. As quick as Bukata is, screen set by Klaczynski. She goes left. Klaczynski, top of the key for three. No good. Lewis tried to get the board, and that one boarded down by Ryder in Manchester. And then she'll pick up the foul. Yeah, Cameron, you can see Cameron Tucker's like, we're not going to get a flop on that? I mean, it was pretty ticky-tacky. 37-31, 5-10 left here in the third, and we got ourselves a game.
Yeah, and Elmhurst is winning this quarter, 7 points this quarter compared to the Spartans 4.
Here's Rosencrans tries to go around Robinson and does. Boy, she is good. Now she's in double digits with 10. Ties up Anna Klaczynski with the leading scorer on the court. Here's Robinson. Oh, they're going to let her go all the way to the basket. Floater, nice. And she's got 8.
Robinson with the great awareness, just taking all the space you can get and then just getting up that shot. And, of course, with the skill she has, banking that one.
And you're not going to guard her? She'll take that all day.
For sure.
Here's Redinger. Gets it back in the corner. She's trying to post up a 3 on the much taller Robinson. We got a whistle. And it's going to be a lane infraction. Another mistake by Manchester. We've got to take advantage of that. That's the 15th turnover. We got immediate timeout. And, John, I tell you, this is the final game before the Thanksgiving Day vacation, the break. I forgot how many days they get. I think they come back on Monday. And they're only here for a couple more weeks, and then they go off for like a month for Christmas break, and then you come back for J-term. And but you want to go into this Thanksgiving Day weekend, holiday, whatever you call it, the 4 or 5 days off, eating tryptophan and as much pie as you possibly can and stuffing and all that good stuff. But you want to go in with some momentum. And, I mean, we're 2-1, they're 3-1. But this win, I think, especially we've trailed. And I think coming back in this game would carry so much momentum, at least into the games coming after Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, of course. Momentum is a huge thing, especially in this scenario of the season. And it might not seem like it, but there's a huge difference between 3-1 and 2-2. It's only one game, but that mentality and that confidence of knowing we're 3-1 and we overcame this deficit, it will give them a huge boost.
And it doesn't get any easier because on the 29th, they're at the University of Chicago. Then home on the 3rd of December against Millikin. Then at Wheaton, home against Illinois Wesleyan, our foes from Bloomington Normal.
And then Adrian College.
And then St. Mary's. And then the final 2 games are part of the, oh my gosh, what is that? The Amy Hashruck Memorial Tournament. That shot good for the Blue Jays. That takes place on the 29th and 30th, and then we flip over to 2026. Boy, Bukata now with 11 points. Turnaround shot. That one is good by Rosencrans.
Yeah, and Rosencrans again hits that 20-point average on the season.
Yeah, we need a stop. Here's Bukata. Something wrong with the shot clock. Yeah, it was down. I don't know what happened. It was at 3 seconds, and there's no way that ran 27 seconds. By working the shot clock, I've worked it for 10 years. That is frustrating when the game has to stop, and now you have to go back to the video and figure out when the timing. And believe me, I can tell you, I work for the Chicago Bulls. I have made a mistake my very first game, and twice it happened to me. You talk about embarrassment because they come right to you at the scorer's table, and you're on TV, and you're like, oh, man, hide your face. Hide your face. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson inbounds to Klaczynski, and that's pretty embarrassing. But you learn from your mistakes. Here's Klaczynski. Bukata for 3 in the corner. No good. And she was boxed out. I tell you, Ryder has her number. Here's Klein for three. That one no good. Klaczynski gets the board. Here comes Anna. Oh, she is way outnumbered. Have to slow that one down, Bukata. Klaczynski. She's going to drive left of the lane in the paint. Count. Oh, I was going to say that was going to fall. It was going to count, and she's going to go to the line for two. I think that's what you got to do. And Maddie Smith is like, no, wait a second. That wasn't a foul. That was Gibbs, and that's her second. So now we got two Blue Jays in double digits. Bukata 11, Klaczynski with 10, and now 11 and 11. Rosencrantz with 12, and she's got 5 boards. She's well on her way for a double-double. Klaczynski 1 board shy of another double-double.
And Klaczynski banks both of those, 2 for 2.
Yeah, she's having a whale of a game. Here's Klein, and she could be double-teamed right in front of her own bench. Somebody's open. Smith back to Klein. She's going to try to corner three. Wow, buried it.
Huge three. I mean, this Elmhurst defense was applying a lot of defensive pressure, but that three just banked it open.
Here's Lures. Robinson, and she's going to be fouled. Good call. That one on Smith. So Robinson will go to the line. She's got 8. This is her first free throws of the night. Blue Jays 7 of 8 from the free throw line, shooting 88%. And Maddie Smith will take a breather. And it looks like Hannah Holmes back into the contest. So their 2 bigs down in the paint are back in, and she misses the first. Robinson does.
And she's 4 for 7 tonight from field goals.
Klaczynski leading the way with 12. Rosencrantz with 12 for the Spartans. She makes 1 of 2, 44-38, 2:50 left here in the third. Cross court, Bukata, a little bit over pursuit, and right over the top of Klaczynski.
And Ryder really to set things up with that pass, just looking in great court awareness, just saucing that pass. Perfect pass.
Rosencrantz now 14. Here's Bukata and the Blue Jays. They trail 46-38. Klaczynski, double team, kicks it out. Hardy for 3, no good. 1 and done. I tell you, they are just pushing us around in the paint. Quick hand by Lures. Not allowing an easy shot for Holmes. Look at that breakaway right there. Good pass from Rosencrantz. I mean, it's working in synchronicity right now for them. I mean, they're holding the Blue Jays to a shot. They're coming down, and they're keeping their distance at 46-38.
And it's working.
And they'll turn that one over. That's the 16th turnover for Manchester here tonight.
And yeah, once again, another turnover. But going back to that last play, Lures is using her speed to just really deflect that ball.
Here's Lures. Kicks it out. Hardy for 3. Near wing. No good. Off the front of the rim. Rosencrantz with the board. And she's stripped from behind. Klaczynski. Quick hands that time by Robinson. Here come the Blue Jays. Bukata with the give and go. Nice floater from 10 feet. That one's no good. Oh. They're going to call, I believe it's going to be, is that going to be Hardy? That's going to be her 4th. Yikes.
Yeah, she's going to be in foul trouble, but just an unfortunate turn of events. But going back to the last couple plays, Robinson really just snuck up behind her and just got that steal.
Yeah, I don't get that. It was 2 players going for the ball at the same time, and they're going to say the contact, and Hardy's going to have to come back out. Conyers back in. DeLippe, Klaczynski, Conyers, Bukata, and Lures. Here's Ryder for Manchester, up 46-38. Back to that 8-point lead. Drops it down low to Holmes. That one's stripped. Nice quick hands by Klaczynski. Let's see what Anna does right here. She's going to stop and drop from the elbow. That one too strong. Now Ryder in transition, top of the key. She's calling for a play on the far wing. Atkins, Rosencrantz. She drains another, well, that's her first 3, but another basket. She's got 17 points to lead the way.
Outstanding performance so far. 17 points, like you said, and 8 for 13 for field goals. Just everywhere all game long.
Kosinski, nice stutter step, floats it in. They're going to call the offensive foul, and that's going to be her second.
Here we go, Ryder with the ball, taking it to half court.
38 seconds left here in the third. Here's Gibbs. Back to Gibbs, 13 on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. There's a shot just in front of three-point land. And another offensive board by Ryder. And they will run out this clock here in the third. Gibbs, 6 seconds. Lewis falls down. Gibbs shot up. That's no good. How about over the back that time? No call, and Holmes had 3 opportunities and could not drain the basket. Yikes. 11-point lead with 10 minutes left, 49-38, John.
Yeah, that was a really interesting scenario. Just back and back and back again, but it's good for Elmhurst because 0 for 3 on those chances were the Spartans, and at this point you've got 10 minutes, you're down 11. You really have to hit a couple big shots to be in this game, but it's definitely far from over.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. When you give up that many second chance shots there in that final shot, I mean, you got to find a way to box out. It's no surprise. Holmes and Rosencrantz are the ones crashing the boards for Manchester. You've got to, your assignment, you got to get them out of that paint. You got to get them out of that paint. And you can't afford to make one trip down the court and hurry up shot and not get a chance for a rebound. You've got to. You got to take charge here in the final 10 minutes, and you're going to have to come back from 11 points down.
Yeah, like you said, the Spartans team is so great in the paint and really not the best from the three-point line. This Spartans team last game previously was 4 for 16 from the field goal line. So if you're this Blue Jays team, you really got to try to force them out and then, of course, get those rebounds.
Yes. All right. Final 10 on the clock. Blue Jays right now with their backs against the wall, down 11, 49-38. Manchester will inbound. And you're going to have to get stop after stop here. You've got to be aggressive. I think that's what you're starting to see right here. Really aggressive defense. There's Conyers.
And that's what they need.
Yes. Holmes drops it. Rosencrantz. Right along the baseline. That's a travel on Atkins. Good call.
Yeah, just once again another travel on these Spartans, and let's see what the Blue Jays can do to capitalize off of this.
19th turnover. Usually Christian Bucata right here. She likes to draw the contact, and if you can get them in foul trouble, I mean, there's really nobody in foul trouble. Smith with 3. Bucata goes up, no call. A travel on the rebound, and the Blue Jays catch a break.
And they need this right now.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage of these mistakes, these turnovers. That's number 20. DeLippe, count it. Nice inlet by Conyers.
Another bang-bang play from Elmhurst, cutting the lead to 9 here.
Tails of DeLippe, gets her first points. Closes it down to 9. Travel, a back-to-back travels on Atkins. We'll take it.
Wow, they just really ate a travel bug. 3 travels early on in this quarter.
Whatever that is, keep feeding them. Here's Lewis. I like that travel bug. I do. Here's Lewis. Gosh, she's so fast off the dribble. Here's DeLippe. Now Conyers. just beyond the free throw line. That one's no good. And Holmes, the only one around, and gets another board. Let's see if Manchester guilty of another travel. Klosinski called for the foul, and that's going to be her third. 8:25 left, 49-40. Manchester looking to go to 4-1. Klosinski's going to pick up another foul, and that's her fourth.
8:18 to go. Blue Jays down 9. They really got to get a big shot in the recent moments.
Oh, wow. They're going to keep Anna in, too. That would be a huge loss. Now, if I was their head coach, that's who I'd go after. You need one to get her out of the game, and she's the leading scorer. Oh, nice inlet pass to Gibbs. That one's too strong. Klosinski couldn't get it. Boarded down by Klein. Gibbs, 8 minutes on the game clock, 13 on the shot clock. And that one lost by Holmes. Bukata. See Manchester now starting to defense the whole way. DeLippe, count it.
What a play. Bukata with the awareness and the pass. Exactly what the Blue Jays need. 49-42.
7-point lead now. You're right. Bukata saw it. DeLippe so good using that glass. Here's Rosenkrantz. That could have been a travel. Tries it. Man, is she good. 19 points for Abigail Rosenkrantz.
She has been all over all night.
There's a three, Conyers. That one no good. Blue Jays now 0 for 11 from downtown. Wow. That's something you don't see very often.
Just one of those could have made this a really close game.
Shot up, no good by Holmes. She gets her own board, and then she's going to be fouled.
Interesting foul call
yeah,
there.
The call's just not going our way, and I can tell you, it's tough. When the calls don't go your way, you're not rebounding. It's a tough one. Here's Holmes. She's got 9 points, looking for number 10, and she got it.
Extend the lead to 10 here.
She now has a double-double, 10 points, 10 boards. And makes them both. 6:57. We're right around the media timeout time. Coming up here shortly. 53-42, back to that 11-point lead. We had it down to 7. Here's Lures. Well, this team's going to have to get hot in a hurry. Here's Robinson. Conyers. Quick move. Lures. That one's, jeez. At Rosenkrantz with another steal. Ryder, Rosenkrantz. She is so good. 21 points for Abigail Rosenkrantz. What can you say?
Yeah, Rosenkrantz just hard to stop, and Ryder again with another great pass.
Yeah, she's legit. Hardy and Klosinski with 4 fouls apiece. The only one in foul trouble for Manchester is Smith. Here's Conyers, left-handed scoop. Uses the glass. Nice play.
What a play.
Timeout. Blue Jays. Cameron Tucker calls it 55-44. And the Blue Jays, to be honest with you, very lucky this isn't a bigger lead by the way Manchester is, because they have not missed much of anything. Even though their field goal percentage is 43%, I mean, they have controlled the boards. They are 10 of 12 from the free throw line. We're 8 of 10. And they are 3 of 14 from beyond the arc. We're 0 for 11. That's something you don't see statistical-wise for the Blue Jays, is being 0 from downtown. Now, with 6:04 left, John, I don't think you need to press the issue and go for threes. If it's open, take it. You feel good about it, take it. But I think you just got to get a basket. You got to get some momentum. You got to get some forward momentum going here with the final 6:04.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just try to chip away. Of course, if it gets very slim with like a minute left, try to take some threes. But speaking of these threes, like you said, 0 for 11, even if they went 2 for 11, which still isn't quite the best, it would be a 5-point game. Just thinking a couple of those threes would have made it really close. But still, anyone's ball game here. You just got to get a couple big shots.
Largest run for the Blue Jays was a 6-0 run. Largest lead was 4. For Manchester, largest run, 8-0 run. Largest lead, 13. Story of the day, Abigail Rosenkrantz, 21 points, 10 of 16 from the field. She is lights out. Good rebound by Robinson on the shot attempt by Klein. Blue Jays need points and points in a hurry. Here's Bukata, kicks it out, lures. Left of the lane, kicks it back out, Bukata. Slings it over to Conyers for 3. That one no good. 0 for 12. Wow. And that was a good look by Conyers, too.
Great passing, but you just got to have that 3.
And for Manchester, you know what? Chew up the shot clock right now. Chew up some time. No need. You know, they have the lead. There's a 3-point attempt. That one off the front of the rim, no good by Klein. And Gibbs gets the rebound, but I think, did she step out of bounds? She did.
Yeah, so a great break by Elmhurst there. Around 5 minutes left in this game. Robinson set to inbound this.
See Manchester applying as much pressure as possible. Only 13 turnovers for the Blue Jays today, 21 for the Spartans. Here's Bukata, high screen, set by Klaczynski. She's got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls. She's 1 rebound shy of a double-double. She's got 12 and 9. Here's Robinson, free throw line. Kicks it out. Bukata, she's going to try a 3. Can they make one? No, that one did not fall. Gibbs, another board for the Spartans. They had that shot clock down all the way to 1 second. Now Rosenkrantz, story of the night, 21 points. Here's Smith. Only one in foul trouble for Spartans was Smith. She's got 3. Here's Rosenkrantz, 6 seconds. Crossover, she's going to float this one up, and she does not miss. 23 points for Abigail Rosenkrantz.
Yeah, Rosenkrantz has just been everywhere, even on defense, playing tremendously.
Rosenkrantz, a senior from Pendleton, Indiana. Wow. She is solid. Good player. Fun to watch. Here's Conyers. Bukata. Left of the lane, now in the lane. Kicks it out, Lures. Lures going to drive free throw line, finds Bukata, same spot. And she's going to be fouled by Ryder.
And yeah, you see the foul here, but Lures with heads-up passing.
Hardy's going to come back in, so there's going to be 2 Blue Jays out there with 4 fouls apiece. And I think we're going to have a timeout. So that's going to put Bukata to the line. She's got 11 points, and she's 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
And yeah, you just got to have some of these 3 throws here. And I mean, they've done pretty good as of recently, but a 2-minute and 19-second drought. Of course, they've got boards during that time, but these 2 3 throws are a must-need. But this game could have gone the Blue Jays' way. 0 for 13 on threes. I mean, they've been playing a pretty solid game aside from the offensive rebounds, but just make a couple of those threes, and you're for sure in this game. But as of late, of course, down by this much with 3:48 to go, you got to be almost perfect. You got to have a couple fouls go your way, and a couple threes here would be huge, especially on the momentum side of things.
Yeah, they came in with a 264 3-point percentage, averaging about 6, we're at around 6.5 3 attempts per game. And they're 19 of 72 prior to tonight's game. So They're now 19 of, 13 that we've shot?
I believe that is correct.
So 19 of 85 now.
Ooh.
Bukata misses the first. Well, it's the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference taking on the CCIW here prior to Thanksgiving break. Robinson with the boards. Hardy for three, no good. Bukata trying to get to it. Jump ball, and it goes to the Blue Jays. Now that's the Christian Bukata we have known to come and love right there. She's letting it all go right now, you can see.
For sure, a nice aggressive play there. And now Robinson to inbound this.
57-44. They need points and in a hurry. Boy, Bukata just got ran over by Smith and no call. Here's Lewers. Lewers left of the lane. Floater up, no good, and she'll go to the line. Well, they're running out of time, though, John. 3:30 left.
Yeah, they've really got to make all these shots and sink maybe a couple big threes, but most importantly, the situation at hand right now, you've got to sink both of these.
This will be her first attempts of the night. The team shooting 8 of 12. Lewers with 4 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 for 1 from downtown. That one's good, and Smith now with 4 fouls for Manchester. Lewers makes the first. And makes the second.
You needed that.
That friendly roll. Full court press. Here's Klein. Tries to get that one into Smith. Quick hands by Robinson. She came all the way back that time and was able to tip that one out of the way. 3:23 left, John, and 24 on the shot clock. And here's Gibbs. Now they'll slow it down.
Yeah, they're for sure going to try to take as much time off the clock as possible here.
Now their head coach, I'm pretty sure, said, hey, let's chew up that shot clock. You know, we've got the lead. Let's get a good shot. Our shooting percentage is good. There's a three-point attempt. Nothing but net again by Kendall Ryder. Ryder, that's her first points of the night. And now three-point-wise, they are 4 of 17. And the lead moves to 14. Shot up and no good. Rosencrantz with the board. She's 2 boards away from a large double-double. And here she is with the basketball, 1-on-1 with Klaczynski, 2:27 left. Manchester had a game plan. They stuck to it. Strong on the boards and feed Rosencrantz. And she's going to go to the line again, and this time it's going to be Lewers on the foul.
Once again, another foul. You just cannot afford them, especially in this situation.
That's her third. Well, I don't think she has a weakness in her game whatsoever. She's got 24 points, perfect from the line now, 1 of 1, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 11 of 17 from the field, and she makes them both.
Oh yeah, she's a great all-around player. It's hard to stop.
There's a 3 by Hardy. There we go. Breaks the 0 for 14. And here come the Blue Jays. Bukata. Hardy. Oh, she wanted to try a 3. She's going to give it up to Lewers. No. Gets her own board. 1:52 left. Here's Klaczynski. Turnaround shot. That one blocked by Rosencrantz. She gets it to Bukata. Fight for it right at the bench area. Oh, and Christian Bukata goes down hard again. Oh, and she can't. I hope she's okay because she's having a hard time putting pressure. On that left leg. Oh, no.
That's never a good sight to see, but hopefully
she's okay.
Hopefully she's okay.
Well, if I remember right, I think she said that her dad's a doctor, and he's right here to our left. He was about halfway down the bleachers to go check her out. I remember when she got the stitches last year.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was down there with her, and he told me at the end of the game, he says, I went to go, check on her, and she's like, go away.
That's the warrior spirit. You need a couple of those people on your team.
Yes, you do. Christian with 11 points. She's got a board, 5 assists, played 38 minutes. I mean, you talk about a trooper right there. She has basically played this entire contest without a break, minus the timeouts.
Oh, yeah, she's been out there all night long. Maybe one possession where she took a little rest break, but other than that, she's been out there forever.
Rosencrantz leading away from Manchester, 25 points, 9 boards. Hannah Holmes with a double-double, 11 points, 10 boards, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Here's Hardy. She's going to cruise in, floater, a little strong, gets her own board, shoots it up again, and that would have counted if it went.
These are going to be some big free throws here.
1:35 left, and boy, a lot of things going against the Blue Jays right now, and the time is a problem, and so is the score. So you're right. Hardy's got to make these right here, and she makes the first.
1 for 1.
She's got 6 points. That was her first free throws of the night. Now 11 of 15 as a team, just over 72%. And makes them both. El Naturel from the free throw line.
Got to get a stop here.
And I mean, who do you foul if you have to foul? I mean, there's Gibbs. You don't want to foul Rosencrantz. She's good. Probably one of the best players we'll see. Lures with the steal. Got Bucata with her. Lures off the glass. Got it. That's 8 points. Timeout, Blue Jays, and they'll take a 30-second. So now, with a $111, I think this is going to last quite a while because there's going to be a lot of fouls, I think, in the last minute 11.
Oh, yeah, and now things get a little interesting. You could literally not have asked for anything better than a block, a steal, and then run down there and get points. Literally the perfect scenario. But if you're Elmhurst, I know it's still a certain amount, but you really got to be almost perfect. Only one mistake in this whole game.
Yes. 62-53 is your score. Now within 9.
Now this is where going this is where going 1 for 14 on threes could cost you, because just making 3 more, going 4 for 14, this could be a tie game right now.
Klinger, Rosecrans. They're being careful, but they're going to have to get aggressive now under a minute. They're going to have to foul. There it is.
Yeah, you're going to have to foul at some point. You can't just let them waste this time, but you just got to hope for these missed free throws here.
Third foul for Bucata. Ryder, this is her first time to the line tonight. 12 of 14 is a team for the Spartans. These are big for Manchester, too. And misses the first. We'll take it.
Okay.
I mean, anything, we've seen anything happening, and she makes 1 of 2.
Just like that buzzer beater for the men.
Yeah, and they won another close one here tonight. Hardy for 3. That one, no good. Robinson, Bucata, step back. Kozinski, Hardy, you got to shoot. Step back, that one be right inside three-point land, and that one falls. She's got 9.
Big shot there.
63-55. Oh, Hardy, when she fouls, she's gone. They got a foul. Robinson, that's her second. 31.5 seconds left, 63-55. And you're going to put that Smith, Maddie Smith, to the line. She got 6 points. She hasn't shot a free throw yet. Makes the first.
9-point lead.
Well, this score holds up, Manchester will move to 4-1 before the holiday break. And the Blue Jays will drop to 2-2 overall. Smith will come out. And Klein will check back in. Conyers, three-point shooters. You got Klaczynski, Conyers, Hardy, and Bukata out there. And Lewis, not afraid to shoot a three. There's Hardy for three. Good, and one. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Look out.
Corner three splash and a potential for a 4-point play here.
Boy, Natalie Hardy on fire.
A big three when you needed it.
She's got 11 points. She's perfect from the free throw line. Big free throw. Got it. 65-59. Now it's a two-possession game. We need to get a stop.
Now this is where things get really interesting. There's a legitimate chance for the Blue Jays if they can get a turnover. It's really hard to do without fouling in this situation, especially with these certain ref calls today. But if you can get a turnover or a steal, you have a shot. If not, you really got to rely on these three-throw misses if you do decide to foul.
Well, I think Manchester, they're going to put in their ace team, the ones that can shoot free throws, because they know that the Blue Jays have to foul right away. They can't let much time go off that clock, and they got to hope that they're going to miss these free throws, because it's a two-possession game right now, 65-59. It can happen. It has happened in the past. I don't know if you remember last year against MSOE. We were down big time and came back to win that game. That was a huge comeback for these ladies. And I know they have it in them. Here's Gibbs. Oh, they've got to foul. You got to foul. You got to foul.
You cannot be wasting time.
You cannot. She can't foul. She's falling out. She can't. She's gone. The reason why she didn't want to foul is because she's fouling out because of that.
And it's just such an interesting situation. You just got to have some awareness knowing that she's going to foul out. One of these other Blue Jays should have swarmed in and fouled.
I understand her frustration. I mean, she had 4. She knew that was going to foul her out. And that takes one of your deep threats out of the game. And Gibbs turns around and makes the first. I understand the hesitation. It looks like we're going to get another timeout here with 15.6 left. And she misses it. Klaczynski with the board. And they're going to do what they call a transition, I believe, a transition timeout. So they're going to move the ball up past the timeline here.
Yeah, save a couple seconds, and that's big, especially in this part of the game.
Yeah, with no shot clock, now you got to foul on the inbound. There's no question. It has to happen. But we got to get a basket here.
Oh, yeah.
66-59, now down 7.
And that, just going back to that massive three, that was exactly what they needed. They have some life, but a splash three in the corner, and it was a 4-point play because of the foul.
Here we go, Bukata. Got to get it in. Klaczynski, you've got to shoot. Bukata stolen by Gibbs, and the foul. Yeah, I think Cameron Tucker just says no foul. So whatever happens here, I think you'll see Gibbs with 5 points. She's all 5 via the free throw line. You're going to see Manchester, they're just going to back off and let them bring the ball up. And makes the first. Pretty solid from the free throw line now, 17 of 21, over 80%. And the Blue Jays, they will drop to 2-2. Manchester ups their record to 4-1 overall. Here's Lewis. Quick outlet, Bukata, 3. That one no good, and that will do it. Your final score here tonight, 68-59 Manchester. They come in, and they'll pick up the win here 2 days before Thanksgiving. Now we're going to have head coach Cameron Tucker coming up here very shortly. And John, again, pleasure working with you, and hopefully you have yourself a great Thanksgiving. Same to you, Gabe Martin, and we're going to have head coach Cameron Tucker on the other side of this break.
Have a lot of family support that helps me balance school, the kids, work. A lot of people have said to me, Victoria, I don't know how you do it. It's crazy going back to school now. Why? You already have a company, you're already working. Why would you do that to yourself? I said Elmhurst is a great place to start off, even at my age, to come back to. The MBA program, the price of it is affordable. The location is very convenient. The teachers are phenomenal. I can't ask for a better school to go to. Once I graduate, it'll get back to normal and it'll be a lot easier, but it's well worth it.
Being a military-friendly school was a big part of why I selected Elmhurst.
Military benefits actually helped me completely with my education, as I wouldn't have gone back to school if it hadn't been for the military benefits.
By being able to use the GI Bill at Elmhurst, I was able to really just focus on my education and doing well in the program versus having to worry about the financial aspect of paying for school.
It was seamless and easy to process. They also are part of the Yellow Ribbon program, which helped make up the difference for the cost that the GI Bill did not.
Final score here tonight, 68-59 Manchester. And John, it was just controlling the boards for the Spartans and just too many one and dones for the Blue Jays. Cameron Tucker was going to come talk to us. He's going to go talk to his team instead. Totally understandable. Give me a quick breakdown of how today went, and then we'll go ahead and turn this one off until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, today's game was overall a pretty great for both games, but for the Blue Jays, really just two things they struggled on. The three-pointers, 1 for 14, just splashing. My mistake, 2 for 15, just cash in on a couple more of those, and you could get some points, have some life towards the end. But the real message of this game was just not getting enough offensive rebounds, just time after time again, just unable to cash in on these rebounds. Just get a couple of those, and you have some more offensive possessions, but it could have been a closer game. It just some things they need to work on.
Yeah, when you're a three-point shooting team, you're not shooting well, and you rely on those threes, and you're doing 2 of 17 from beyond the arc, that spells a lot of trouble. And then when you're out-rebounded, total rebounds 48-23. I mean, Manchester, it was Rosencrans, it was Holmes, Gibbs. I mean, look at Rosencrans. She was 2 rebounds shy of a double-double with 25 points, led all scorers. Anna Klaczynski ends up getting a double-double, 12 points and 10 boards. Congratulations there, Anna. Another double-double. Hardy with 13 points. And then 11 for Bukata, Robinson with 9, and Lewis with 8. So it's, it was a good team effort, but just could not controlled the boards.
Yeah, I completely agree. Everyone had a solid amount of points, and the ball was really spread around great, especially this game with just those offensive rebounds they really got to capitalize on.
Absolutely. Well, your final score here tonight. Hopefully you have yourself a great Thanksgiving. 68-59 Manchester as they head back to Indiana. I'm Bill Downing. He's John Lissy. That's Gabe Martin on Suncom.tv. Via the CCIW Network and Elmhurst University's athletic YouTube page. You can find us on X, normally known as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Have yourself a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. We'll see you on the other side of gobble gobble time, and enjoy, and happy holidays.